everyone. I hope all is well with everyone. I am fighting these sinuses. So I have to hold the phone today. But I am fighting these sinuses. And I hope everyone is well. Thank y'all for showing up. This is going to not be a long live. Hold on. Trying to get it together, y'all. Just almost fell again. So I had to catch myself again on the hurt foot. The hurt ankle. Y'all, this is definitely something to be dealing with, okay? And then on top of that, my allergies and sinuses was ready to start acting up a little bit. So I've been having to combat them. So, all is well. We're going to still continue to roll because we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. No matter what comes our way, we're going to keep going, right? So today, I just wanted to recap what we've been talking about all month. What we've been talking about all month, and that is starting our businesses, the startup phase. We talked about pricing. We talked about 3 key principles to starting our business. We talked about pricing our business, and we talked about marketing and advertising and branding, marketing, and advertising. So those 5 topics we have covered all month, and we're just going to just recap it. And if you have any questions, just drop your questions and we will go from there. Your questions, as long as they are pertaining to the beauty industry, hair care industry, starting a business. We are Q&A today along with this, along with our recap. So for starters, we talked about starting the business, right? We started about, come on, y'all just gonna have to bear with me today. Okay? So we talked about structuring our business. And we talked about building your business on a solid foundation. And it's important to build your business on a solid foundation because anything else is going to fail. Simple. You want to make sure that your business is structured. And so we're going to talk about that solid foundation when it comes to your business, starting your business. And so starting your foundation, you want to make sure that you are ready to start structuring in your LLC, your EIN, and your business bank account. Those are the first 3. That's your foundation to your business. Hi. Any tips on creating a business plan? Yes. There are plenty of tips for creating a business plan. Before you create your get into your business plan, the first thing you need to do is know what your business is, what it is you're going to do. You want to know who you're going to reach. You want to know how you're going to get there, which is great for today because I am actually telling you how to do that today. Creating a business plan, it can take a while. It can take, just depending on how much time you're really ready to put into your business plan or how much information you already have. Because sometimes you will find yourself having to do some research for your business plan. Um, you will find yourself, when it comes to, y'all, I have a cough drop in, so excuse me. When it comes to your business plan, you will find yourself having to figure out those numbers. That was a hard part for me in the beginning, was figuring out my numbers and how to do a projection, a financial projection. So you want to make sure that you can do those type of things before going into your business plan. Make sure that you have those. Okay, I know someone was calling. So you want to make sure that you have those key things when it comes to creating your business plan. You want to make sure when you're doing your business plan how you want to structure your business. um, I focus on hair care, beauty and hair care. But for whatever business you are thinking about creating, that you are ready to start your business plan, whatever business that is, you want to know how you're structuring. You have LLC, you have sole proprietorship, which you can have an LLC and be a sole proprietor on that LLC. That means it's just you. You can, if you're just starting out, I would say, hey, stick with the LLC. And if you have not gotten to a point to where you're ready to LLC, my recommendation is to do a DBA. But you want to have your name and your business on something. Okay, if you're not ready for the LLC and all the legalities that come with it, um, do a DBA. I think depending on your city and state, or your state, um, the most I've ever paid for a DBA was $10. And I think it's still somewhere right around that price range. Um, so you want to make sure you structure it. You have in your mind, because when you do your business plan, it's going to ask you. Hold on. When you are doing your business plan, there's going to be a question of um, how are you going to structure your business. Now you got the LLC and the EIN, and you paid $400. Can you help me understand? So the EIN is 100% free. You should not have. I don't know who you went through, but a LLC is no more than $100. I've never heard anybody pay $400. Um, $100, maybe 150 tops, depending on your state. But absolutely, $400 was too much. Your EIN number is 100. Is free. An EIN number is free. The LLC was $400 in Illinois. I'm gonna have to look that up. For real, I'm gonna look that up. Wow. Did you go through the state, or um did you go through your state, through the Secretary of State, or did you go through something like LegalZoom, a third party? Wow. goodness. That is new for me. That's new for me, but hey, I guess it is what it is in Illinois. What is your business? Can you tell me what your business is? But yeah, mobile detailing, and it was $400. That's new. Like you got me on that one. But I have never heard of an LLC being anything more than $100. I've never even some people I talked to down in Texas. It's but however Illinois, it is what it is. You paid it, so now. Yeah, I never heard of that one. So um so when you it comes so you know who you know your niche, you know you're doing mobile detailing, so you are looking for people who want detailed cars, not just clean cars, but detailing inside and out, wheels, tires, windows, all of that good stuff. So when it comes to doing your particular business plan, you still want to make sure you have a business bank account. You want to make sure, right, going through the state should be the most least expensive. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know about them $400. You got me on that one. I'm telling you. So you know who you're dealing with, who you're looking to deal with. So writing your business plan is so important. Um, I would grab my business plan, but it's like right there, and the mobility is not mobile at the moment. So, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my business plan. So my business plan has been being written since 2008. Okay. And I say that because my plan has always been my plan. My plan, where I want to go, has never changed. Just some of the avenues, because I now have more education, because I now have more knowledge. I have accumulated some things that now I want to incorporate into my business. So now my it tweaks a little bit. And I heard somebody say just a little while ago, maybe a couple of years ago, that he doesn't have a business plan. And I kind of adopted that, even though I have already been writing my business plan, but I kind of adopted that mindset of, I still have my plan A. Plan A never changes, and I'm not a plan B person. If it don't work right now, we're gonna figure out how to make it work. So, but as you grow and as you learn more and as you accumulate more knowledge concerning your business, your plan may have to well, it don't have to alter, but your plan may alter a little bit. So my business plan is literally has not even been typed up. It has not even been typed up. But whenever somebody asks for it, me and my folder is going. It's handwritten. Um, listen, because this is just what it is. It's just raw, and that's just what it is. I'm not saying this is what you should do. This is just my advice. You can't to have you too. Like if you decide to type it up, and I'm going to type it up because I'm getting ready to start applying for grants and something and funding. So I know I'm going to have to type it up for that more corporate funding that I'm looking for. But when I do type it up, I'm going to have two of them. I'm going to print out two so that I can have one to scribble on. I have to have it to scribble on. But when it comes to starting writing your business plan, get you a notebook and you start writing. Yes, yeah, we need that funding, right? You get you a notebook and you start writing. I've been writing since 2008, and I have all loose leaf paper inside of a purple folder. Yep, that's what I have. And I really want to get up and get it for y'all, but it's going to take about 5 minutes for me to just walk to the other side of the room because I can't walk. But, you know, give me a second. I'm going to grab it. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. It might not take 5 minutes. Oh. Ah. Mm. Okay, it didn't take 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Thank y'all for holding. So, here is my business plan. This is it. This is my business plan. Oh, can you see it? This is it. Let me show it to you that way. But this is it. Sure. This is my business plan. You see all of that? I am constantly pulling this thing. I pull my business plan out at least every 6 months. At least. Just to make sure that I'm on track with what my goals are. To make sure that I'm on track with my financial projections. Because remember I said that was one of the hardest things for me to do. Was to project how much money the business was going to make in 5, 10, 15 years. But we have to do that. We have to figure that out. And so it took me a minute to figure that out. I actually ended up having to get with in my area it's someone who helps you to make those financial projections, and so I actually had to get with her. And so, but I can give you the titles of what you made, what your outline should look like. And you can you want to make sure you have your company description, and it's not a long description. I thought I thought it was, but it's not. It's about 3, 4, maybe 5 sentences, a good size paragraph. Your company description, who you are, where you are, what you provide, whether it's products and services or both. Yeah, and your location and the clients that you're trying to reach, the customers you're trying to reach. That's it. That's your company description. I used to think it was this long, drawn out thing, y'all, but it's really not. Now that you know, it's really not. You want to make sure that you have your mission and your vision statement your in your business plan, and it's very important. And you want to make sure that that's on the first page, because sometimes your mission and or your vision may not line up with who you're trying to get money from. And something that I've learned is that's something that they pay attention to. They pay attention to your mission and they pay attention to your vision. And they want to make sure that your vision is obtainable for their money, if that makes sense, because your vision is your vision. But when they go to funding, they want to make sure, hey, does this line up? Does this look like this is something that's going to uh, make the money? You know. So let's see. You want to list out in your business plan the services and products that you're going to do, and that's one of those topics that continuously change with me because I'm always growing. And so the services that I offered back in 2015, 2017, they're not the same services that I offer now in 2025. So, that is one of those things that changes. But that also helps with your financial projection. Okay. Um, that also helps with that financial projection, because if you see yourself growing, if you start taking classes, I don't know, mobile detailing, what could you add to mobile detailing? An oil change, right? So let's say you add an oil change to your mobile detailing business. um, that's going to increase your financial status. That's going to increase your projections for next year, right? You can say, hey, I've been doing this for 6 months and I see an increase and I like it. Now, whether it's you doing the oil change or not, or you're paying someone to be there to do the oil change, it's still growth in your business. So you want to make sure when you go to set out your 5-year projections, you can say something like, in 5 years, um, I'm going to add in this, because you want your business to grow. And honestly, I have never seen a mobile detailing place that does an oil change. So hey, that could be something that works for you. People always need an oil change. So that will never go out of business. If you don't know how to do it, have somebody there who knows how to do it, because that's something somebody always needs. And then if you can get an oil change while getting your car wash detailed, yeah, I think that would be awesome. Um, you want to tell them what you do in the community, if you do anything in the community. If you don't do anything in the community, I would suggest, and it's crazy, but this is your business plan, right? They really want to know what it is that you do. If you don't do anything in the community as of yet, I would suggest, as a mobile detailer, is that maybe go. I don't know if they have like boys and girls clubs up there in Illinois, or if they have a boys' home or something like that, where you can volunteer your time to teach them something about mobile detailing, teach them something about cars. I mean, I don't know, but that right there will give you community involvement. And most times when we look for funding, they are looking for, how are we going to help our community? Because 9 times out of 10, we are going to the community branches for funding, and they want to know, how are you going to make our community better? That's just what they want to know. um, you also want to have something like your milestones. They want to know that too, because we know that all businesses, it's not cookie cutter. So they want to know, what do you think your stumbling blocks will be? And that is something that changes with me. My milestones, they change because I've grown. I know a little bit more. Got a little education or went to some classes. So your milestones change. I'm revamping my brand by adding live discussion panels on self-worth, self-value. So do I need to create a separate plan? No, you don't need to create a separate plan. You need to add to your plan. You don't need to create a separate one. You need to add to it. Add to your plan. That's when you grab a sheet of paper and you slide it right in, right right in there. You slide it right on in there. You don't need to start over. You don't need to do all of that. Just bam. Take a loose leaf piece of paper and slide it on in there. So your what was I talking about? Milestones. So your milestones would be something like um getting a lease signed. Um how many employees do you want to have? Those are milestones. Did you secure a product design? For some people, these are milestones, and securing finances. Um, those are milestones, and so they want to know about your milestones. And when you're with your milestones, come your long term goals. They want to know that too. I'm telling y'all, they want to know a lot. That's why business plans be this thick. But my business plan ain't that thick. But if I typed it up, it probably would be. Honestly. So, for your business plan, um, you have to do the financials. And this is another part of the finances. Um, you literally have to write out your startup costs from if you went to like what is it? Say you went to Fiverr and you let someone do your logo on Fiverr, you need to write that down. That should be that's a startup cost. Hey, I went to Fiverr. You know, you do a list, a chart of however you want to do it, a list or a chart, and you just say Fiverr $15, $25, whatever it was that you paid for startup. When it comes to that, but that includes your building lease, that includes your initial rent, your deposits, your furniture, computers, um, let's see, mobile detailing, your products, your sponges, your brushes, um, uh, you know, the smell good stuff you put inside the car, whatever the case may be, you want all of that to be on your startup list. And if you are doing self-worth and self-value, those type of things, um, I just had an idea. Hold on. You still want to have all of that stuff on your startup as well. But I'm going to recommend, I have this thing and I say it every live. If you have a service, most of us are in the service industry. Don't even matter what it is. Mobile detailing, helping with self-help, these are services that we provide. You need to have a product. Okay. And so my mind had just went to the self-help, the self-care, um, a journal. You can have a self-care journal. And so if that was something you decided to do and you went and figured out how we're gonna how you're going to do that, that goes on your startup costs. Every 1 cent goes that you use goes on that list. The computer that you use, your cell phone that you use, Canva, look, all of that. I didn't go to Fiverr to do my logo. I went to Canva, but I actually had someone, and this is another thing that y'all can do is you can get high schoolers that are taking up like graphic design or something like that. They will love to make them logos and stuff like that. So that's what I had. I had someone do my logo for me. Um, but you want to make sure you have all of that stuff on your financials. If you are, excuse me, when you're asking for funding, you have an ebook, planner, and t-shirts. So hold that thought because I'm coming back to it. So you want to make sure that you have all of these um, things in your business plan. That's just for starters. But you can DM me and we can talk further about that when it's pertaining to mobile detailing. But y'all wanna make sure that you have your operations plan. Who is doing what in your business? If it's all you, make sure your name is on all of it. From administrative functions, all of that stuff. Your business plan is your business on paper, and that's how you're gonna get funding. Okay, Ghost. I think I saw your name was Ghost. So, but those are just some tips to get you started on your business plan. But if you want to go further into that, you let me know. But my mind literally just shifted to um this let me get over here to, but that was the startup, y'all. That was starting up your LLC, your EIN, and your business bank account. That is important. You need to have that. You need to have a clear vision. You need to have a clear mission. You need to know why you're doing it. You need to know who you're serving. You need to know who you are and whose you are, because that keeps your integrity intact when it comes to your business. Okay, so you want to yeah, there are some other things because I'm just recapping and I want to get into some other stuff. But go look at my other lives for this month. And they're all talking about starting up your business. Now you are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any other questions, um, I'm going to put my information into the description, and you can reach out to me if you have more questions. So we can go into pricing. Pricing is what it is. Pricing, you want to make sure um, that you price for your value. Okay. I used to think, see, I started out wrong. Okay. I used to think pricing was okay, this is what I think it should be. But pricing also includes time, like mobile detailing, right? Or mechanics. They charge you for parts and labor. So, one thing I had to learn to do is charge not just for the service. I had to learn to charge for my time. I used to charge just for, okay, I felt like a silk press was $65. I just charged $65. But that ain't it. That ain't right. So, you want to make sure that you are adding value to your clients, your customers. So, but I want to get over here too. Um, and it's okay to go above and beyond for your clients. Please don't get me wrong when it comes to pricing, and when it comes to value. You want to make sure that you are providing top tier for your clients. Okay, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, because I still probably don't charge the as much as I probably could, because I just could, because I do really good services. So, but I probably still don't as much as I really could. Um, but that's based on all of the value that I put into each client. But listen, because everything is custom in what I do. But I want to get over here to branding, marketing, and advertising. Okay. This used to be, or probably still kind of is, one of the hardest things for me to do when it came to marketing. I could brand pretty good, Thank you so much. You have a blessed day as well. Thank you. I when it came to branding, I had a logo. My colors was all over the board. I mean, going from just all over the place. I had no branding structure, if that make any sense. So when I hired the young lady from high school, I told her, I said, look, these are the colors that I like. And she took those colors, and it is what you see today. Okay. You see the crown because I'm Sovereign Hair Care, and you know it's very biblical. So she created the crown that she created. Can't tell you nothing about it. Can't tell you where she got it from. All I can tell you is I put it all in her hands, and this is what she gave me back. Okay. So Sovereign Hair Care is black, gold, and white with accents of orange because that's my favorite color. So you still have to make sure that you are in it while catering to your clients, your customers. Um, so she got all of that together for me. I realized that since doing that, people are able to recognize me. I can be out and people say, "Hey, Miss Sovereign." I be like, "Miss Sovereign," and it throws me off because they just know who I am just off my branding. As to where before, they ain't know who I was. You know, it is what it is. But my branding has made it so that they match my branding with my face, with who I am. And most times I got on something that says Sovereign, like right now. But listen, your branding is your identity, and it is how people recognize you and how they remember you. And branding includes your logo, your colors, your mission statement, and your the overall feeling that you give people. That's your branding. That is your brand. How do you make people feel? That's your brand. Does your colors attract people? That's your brand. What does your color say? Does your color say strong and mighty? Or does your color say weak and frail? Like, I don't, I think mine was saying weak and frail at the beginning. Because listen, baby. Yeah, nope. Was not getting there. I had colors on there I didn't even like. Like, I'm not a pink girl. I don't like pink. And I was using pink. I was using like pink and turquoise blues and stuff. Did not match my personality at all. It was none of me. Okay, couldn't do the pink, but I was doing it though. You know, I was doing it. But however, now I try to stay on brand. Black, gold, white, and orange. Like that's easy for me. I'm not worrying about being all over the place. If I take those four colors and every once in a while I'll throw in some green, but that's greenery because I love plants. So, and I live in South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina, and our state plant is the palmetto. And if you look at my some of my marketing things that I put up, you'll see that little green flat plant looking thing in the corner. That is a piece of the palmetto state plant. So that's there for a reason. It's intentional. So, you know, your branding has to speak for you without you saying anything. Okay? That is the purpose of branding. Um, Marketing. I have an ebook, planner, and t-shirts. Okay. I just haven't put it out. Okay. What have you put out there? If you haven't put it all out there, you I have an ebook, planner, and t-shirts. Just haven't put it all out there yet. So, what you waiting on? You have a business. What are you waiting on promoting, marketing these three products that you have. Putting those things out there, marketing those products, not things. I mean, they are things, but we got to speak these things. Okay. So your product that you have, you have to market them, because marketing is your strategy to how you're going to get people to purchase. How are you going to get people to purchase when they don't have something to purchase? How are you going to get people to purchase if you don't have something that's attracting them? If you don't have something they can engage with? If you don't have something to educate them with? So, all of this is marketing. And so, get your ebook, get your planner, and your t-shirts, and you create a bundle, and you start marketing the bundle somehow, some kind of way. I'm gonna go find it. I have t-shirts and ebook out there. I'm gonna go find it. I haven't seen it. I've seen t-shirts before. Recently, actually. So, if you have it out there, this is to me first. If you have it out there, market it. Okay? If you have it, market it. Get lost in the sauce. I'm telling you, get lost in the sauce. Get lost in it. So this is something. So anyone who knows me personally know I have a hard time marketing. Well, I had a hard time marketing. So this is some tips that help me. Number one, I did I'm trying to think of what it's called. A business suite that connects your Facebook and your Instagram, where you only have to post on one. Excuse me. It's called Business Suite. Which means you have to set your Facebook and your Instagram up to business. Take it off personal if it's on personal. Put it on business. When you put your Facebook and your Instagram on business, you can connect the two with the business suite. When you connect the business suite, you only have to post on one. I can post on, which my first one is Facebook. I can post on Facebook and Facebook will post to Instagram. But this is the thing. I have personal and I have business. And I don't connect it all four of them some kind of way. Okay? And I did it this way, but I don't know how to undo it so that I can make it post the way I need it to post. So how it goes for me is my Facebook, Leela Kelly, posts to Instagram, Leela Kelly. Instagram, Leela Kelly posts to Facebook, Sovereign Hair Care. Okay? I don't know how I did that. Trying to figure all of this stuff out. That's how I did it. I do know how I did it. But long story short, post to one Facebook and Facebook will post to Instagram, or if you want it to go the other way, you can. However, set it up that way. Point number 2, I think. Well, 3. Set up your business, your Facebook and Instagram to business. Set up the business suite for both of them. And then this is what has been helping me, because my whole thing was I don't have time to sit and post all these times of the day. So in Facebook and in Instagram, you can schedule your posts. I didn't know you could until I actually started working this stuff. But you can post, you can schedule your posts in Facebook and in Instagram. So I take okay, strategy. Okay, strategy. So I I'm about to throw some free game out there, right? Some hot off the press because I here to give you some strategy. So what I did is I went into Canva and I created me a social media content, weekly content thing. And so every week I duplicate the page so I'm not starting it over, right? And so when I do that, I go in, okay, so I'm on week 4. This would be week 4. And when I go in there, I already, Saturday night, Sundays are when I do this, and a little bit of Monday mornings, but not a lot of Mondays. I try to have it done by Sunday. So I on my content I have it set up 6 a.m. post, 11 a.m. post, 3 p.m. post, 6 p.m. post, 11 p.m. post. I don't do too many 11 p.m. posts. Might be once every once in a while. But if I decide I wanted to, it's there, right? So what do I do? I went in Canva. Well, I'm in Canva. And so I those times I created those posts for those time. Anything that I'm ready to post. And if you need help going into more detail on how to do it, I got you. You can let me know, and or maybe I could just do a live with it. But I got to be able to move when it comes to all of that. So, but if you need help and want me to help you set up your content thing, your social media content planner in Canva, I can help you do that. But what you're going to do is you set that up. You will create all of the posts that you want to post. Go to your after you have created your posts, and even in creating your post, go ahead and write out your captions that you want it to say. Go ahead. And so when you go over to Facebook or Instagram or whichever one you're doing, and or TikTok, um, everything is already done. You just copy and pasting. It's already done. So you go to your Facebook. It's the same way you would be if you're getting ready to post. Is picture, whatever. Hit your photo, put your caption, and it's gonna ask you, do you want to no, on Facebook you scroll down and it's gonna ask you, do you want to schedule it? You schedule it. And when you schedule it, if it's not a reel, it will schedule over to your Instagram. If it is a reel, you have to um, do it individually. The reels don't cross over. So use it more, so that way you don't feel overwhelmed, getting lost. You find you a day, and if you can't find a full day, then you find time. Say like you can take 2 hours out of every day if needed be. If you need to do that, take that time out and plan it, so that way you can just I tried to use Planoly. I tried to use all of those things that people said would work, but listen, I'm that's just too much for me. It didn't work for me. Okay, what has been working for me is putting it up there right to the source, Facebook or Instagram, and scheduling it through that. That's what has worked for me. So, and what in turn that has done, my marketing has created space for advertising. My marketing has created space for advertising. And advertising is where you go from marketing to sales. That makes sense. You go from marketing to sales. Advertising is getting the sale, basically. That's what it is. How are we going to make the money is advertising. And so we go from branding, how we want it to look, how we want to show up, and we take how we want to look and how we want to show up, and we start showing up that way so that we can start making the money that we want to make, because that is why we are in business for ourselves anyway. Okay? It's because we want to be financially stable, free, and secure. And that's how you do it. I, me, myself, I thought marketing and advertising was the same thing, but it is not. Okay. It's not. Advertising is how you make the money. Advertising is getting the sale. Marketing is showing it to you. Advertising is getting the sale. And so once I started corrected my branding, had somebody help me out with that. And sometimes you might have to outsource. I mean, it is what it is. Outsource if you have to outsource. Brandon got that together. I got my marketing, a little bit together. And oh yeah, I feel my pain meds starting to kick in. Got your marketing together, and then your followings, your advertising. Y'all know why y'all here today? Because I marketed. I've been going live off and on for a very long time. Consistency. That part. That part. Consistency. Oh my goodness. I was so inconsistent in the beginning of many years of my career. But consistency. And that's something I talk about when I talk about branding too. If you are inconsistent, your brand shows up as inconsistent. That's your brand. If you are inconsistent, your marketing shows up inconsistent. And if your marketing is inconsistent, then your finances are going to be inconsistent. And this is why, me personally, I put branding, marketing, and advertising in one. Like it's just one thing for me. They are three pillars in business that just goes together to me. Okay. And if you take those three pillars, branding, marketing, and advertising, and you put them into your business as one, you position yourself to become an expert in whatever it is that you're doing. Period. People are going to look for you. I have, testimonials just on myself. I have my own testimonials. And when my clients come to me, I always hear, I've been looking for someone like you. I've been looking for, which tells me because I've been inconsistent, they haven't been able to find me. But now that I am showing up constantly and I am giving value, here they are. They are they are showing up. So those three, branding, marketing, and advertising, they are hand in hand with me. And I have seen the difference that it makes in business. Okay? So, yeah, if if anybody needs some extra help, like because this is just fresh, I am open to doing some one-on-ones. Wow. Who would have known? But I am open to doing some one-on-ones, because and free. You know, I'm gonna start out doing it for free because it's just hot off the press. There's no dollar sign came with it. So anybody who needs some help with the startup phase, um, with pricing, with branding, marketing, and at BMAs, that's what I'm gonna call it. With the BMA, branding, marketing, and advertising, then just reach out to me. I'm gonna put all the information down at the bottom in the description box. But I appreciate the talk back. I appreciate the questions. So, um, thank you guys, for all of you women and men, for showing up. I appreciate it. But yep, those pain meds are starting to kick in, and I want y'all to have a great day. We will be back next Tuesday at 11 a.m. So if you have any questions, hold on, help me out here. Okay. Okay. Yes, we can do a 101. Absolutely. Okay. But that's a simple both of these have LLCs. These are two separate LLCs. So if these are two separate LLCs, then when e- Epiphany makes, no, when L8 Designs make the shirts, the when Epiphany sells the shirts, there should be a portion of those sales going back to um the designs that's making the shirts, L8 Designs or Late Designs. Is it Late Designs or L8 Designs? However, the money, some of that fund, you need to have it set up to where, whether it's 50%, 60%, however you set that up, that needs to be going over back to the business. You need to be paying that business for making the shirts for your other business. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. The business that's making the shirts, when those shirts sell, needs to be paying the other business, because that's going to keep that business running. Or else you're taking the money, the other business isn't making money. So then how is the other business funding being able to even make the shirts? That means the money is coming out of something. So there it goes again. You got to have separate business accounts. If those are two separate LLCs, there needs to be two separate bank accounts. Excuse me. So reach out to me. I'm here. I'm gonna drop it all into the chat. Well, not the chat. Description. I'm gonna drop it into the description how you can contact me, and I am here to help. So I thank all of you for joining me. Reach out to me. I'm here. I'm getting ready to take a nap, but other than that, I'm here and I'm available. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Y'all remember, y'all know what this stands for, don't you? Victory, because we have the victory. Okay. Bye, y'all.